We have 2 children that are in Kung Fu, and they have each been taking Kung Fu for about 5 years. The main thing that they've learned through taking Kung Fu with Sifu Slaughter is how to deal with disappointment, how to deal with adversity, how to deal with things that they don't want to do, but they have to do anyway.
We would definitely recommend this school to others because it has just had such a formative impact upon both of our kids that are in Kung Fu.
I've been taking lessons for a long time. I started when I was 4, now I'm 17.
So I started about 1.5 years after my brother started. And that really happened whenever I saw him having fun out here, and then I wanted to join him. So I started when I was about 3.
We've seen our kids grow up pretty much at the studio, and we've seen a lot of really important parts of Kung Fu creep into their daily life. They have a lot of self-confidence, they have a lot of grit. So whenever things are looking very difficult, they know they just have to work through it. It's a lot of hard work, but it's always worth it in the end. Sifu has taught them discipline and how to move past any obstacle.
I would say focus as well, a lot of focus in their schoolwork and other activities.
The Kung Fu taught by Sifu Slaughter has been amazing. It's done a lot of positive things for the boys. They both have incredible focus in schoolwork. In other sports, they're often told they're very coachable, and I think that's from years of learning and being taught by Sifu, just knowing how to work through any task they've been given.
Well, my eldest, Lauren, started taking Kung Fu when she was 5 years old, and she took it for 13 years. And my youngest, Samantha, started when she was 4 years old. And I'm not really sure how long she took it, but maybe 5 years. They certainly had learned about dedication, hard work, patience, and they also learned about having fun while doing Kung Fu. We're Chinese. We wanted a Chinese martial arts studio, which Kung Fu is. But certainly, once we came here, we saw that Sifu had a good relationship with his students, and particularly the kids, and it really wasn't, a fighting school per se. And so they really worked on the other aspects of martial arts, which were important to us. Martial arts, there's self-defense, there's awareness of your surroundings. He wasn't just about fighting or about style, but also about self-protection. Coming to Sifu Slaughter for about 13 years, we've seen him work with lots of children, teenagers as well as adults. One thing we do like about Sifu Slaughter is he has brought Lauren to national tournaments where she was able to travel and meet other kids who are exceptional and make long-term friendships with these people who have the similar interests.
Learning Kung Fu helps them with their discipline, public speaking, being in front of folks. We have to learn our forms and be out in front of people. So it helps her leadership style, and now she leads her section within the band, etc. And one of the things that really drew us to Sifu Slaughter was that he really teaches the application of it versus just doing the moves that you might see on TV.
I've had people that say, oh wow, I'll never be able to do this and I'll never be able to do that. And to me, when someone says that, I start thinking of a way of how I can teach that person to do exactly whatever it is that they think they can't do. I always respected my elders, and we were always taught to look after our elders and to take care of the younger ones in the family. The seniors have done things for us that if they didn't do it, we wouldn't have the opportunities that we have today. We should give back to them, and kids are learning. And the most powerful thing that we can teach the kids is how to think for themselves and not to let what other people think of them become their thought process. I would say that my style into teaching is a natural given reaction to how I look at the class, because whenever I look at the class, I always see, if there's 10 people in that class, I see 10 different needs. Not everyone have the same needs in the class, so I try to assess that and evaluate that the minute that I stand in front of the class and everything. And the other thing that I do is when I'm teaching is I never try to teach the way that I was taught. And I never try to pass that on because I have to improvise and adapt according to the student.
I'm actually 62 years old, and I am more flexible than I was when I started at 50. I mean, it's kind of shocking. My wind is better, my energy level is just better. I look at the other people that are my age and I'm in pretty good shape.
I have been with Sifu Slaughter for 26 years. I'm 75 years old. I have absolutely no medications that I'm taking. I'm pretty strong. I still have pretty good balance, and it helps to keep my mind sharp. I walk with more confidence, and as long as you think that you know that you're protected and that you're strong enough to take on anything that comes your way. You walk with confidence.
I do feel safer having had Kung Fu lessons. In fact, there was a point where someone actually grabbed me and I hit back, and he could tell that I was not going to be an easy mark. He backed up and left me alone. So I know it works.
Kung Fu has had a large impact in my life. Sifu and I have known each other for 22 years now, and I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot of respect. I've learned a lot of discipline. I actually go to the gym at 3 o'clock in the morning right now, which Sifu always used to talk about. We've gone to a whole bunch of different tournaments in Florida, Los Angeles, all over the country. I would recommend Sifu School. I've learned a lot, not just Kung Fu-wise, but in life, the discipline, self-confidence. I've created a lot of relationships, not just here, but friendships all over the country.
My first words to a new student is that I was once where you are right now, to take your time, and that Kung Fu is a self-development journey. That it's not about, the belts, it's not about what you know or how much you know, it's how well you know what you know and the quality of what you know. And it's about self-development, confidence, and the things that make a person more secure with themselves. I just like seeing people develop and be able to do the things that they thought they'd never do, and to be able to deal with things that they thought they'd never be able to deal with, and to overcome their fears and their challenges. I like seeing that in people because that's how you change the world. You change the world by changing people and their perceptions and their ability to do things.